Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to one and all for the weekly webinar series of Traders Gurukul. This is your host today, Ashok Devanampriya. The title of today's session is the Bank Nifty Price Action Analysis. Friends, we are price action traders. We are systematic traders. We are mechanical traders. We are logical traders. So for us, the source of truth is always data. And we don't trade anything without a rule book. So 95% or probably even 99% of the time, our trading is based on absolute math or absolute rule book. We generally, we rarely do discretionary trading, hardly 1%, which means maybe 10 times in 1,000 times. That's it. For people who have come for the first time, so just all the first timers, just type first if you can, so that I have a clarity on how many are here. Friends, I'm the founder of Traders Gurukul. I have been in the financial market for little less than a decade. I have started a trading fund called as Kautilya Strategies Fund, one of the exclusive algo trading fund where we are close to managing about 4 to 5 crores trading fund today, which is quite a phenomenal growth compared to what we did last year. The last financial year, we successfully achieved about 49% profit, which is fairly good, which works out to an average of 4% a month. All right, so I believe in the concept of techno fundamental analysis. I'm a positional price action trader, I'm an intraday algo trader, and I am also a GAN practitioner. A BTech in mechanical with an MBA in finance and specialization in asset management. So that's about my quick introduction. So spent almost 15 years in the industry before I took full-time trading as an exclusive profession. I run a couple of startups. I run Traders Gurukul as an education vertical. We also have a strategy vertical. We are trying our best to set up one of the best retail strategy team. So we might go live probably this financial year for sure, because I have a solid roadmap there with a vision to bring at least 25 to 50 trading strategies, which are automatic strategies for the retail community. With that introduction, let's quickly jump into the Bank Nifty price action analysis. So today I do not have too much of presentation. I will directly deep dive into the Bank Nifty chart. So let me start on to analyze Bank Nifty chart from a monthly level. Okay. Okay, this is getting interesting. This is an SR line where the previous higher high which got broken after forming a lower low. What does it mean? Let me give you a perspective. Price always makes a high, a low, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. After this lower low, a resistance has been taken out. So it is an important resistance. Okay, that is the first and basic information that I would like to observe. Now, if I look at the supply demand levels, technically, this is a good demand zone. I think this one. Okay, I'll just change the colors so that it doesn't confuse people. So that's a monthly demand zone. Okay, if price comes down from wherever it is, from the 32,000 levels, the stable place where it can take a stop is either at 23,500 levels, or it can go to below 20,000 also. Now if I look at these candles, this is a base candle, which means there is an equal tug of war between buyers and sellers, and this is also a base candle. All right, now let me show you something interesting. Okay, So this is one more fresh zone on the monthly chart, which I would like to mark. Again, this is a tested zone. I don't know if you guys are following my methods, if you guys are following my YouTube channel. Okay, so go to YouTube, just type my full name, Ashok Devanampriya. You will arrive at my YouTube channel. All right, there are 51 exclusive videos spread across price action, GAN, options, you know, volume profile, and so on. uh, Not much of promotions, absolute learning videos. Please go there and watch the basic concepts so that you will understand what we are talking in this session. All right, sounds good. So there are two zones in the monthly level. There is a good zone which is already been tested. Okay, and this zone is also tested. These two are the zones which are not fresh as well. Okay, this is the observation, and price made a lifetime high somewhere here at 37,800 levels. So these two levels are critical for me. All right, now if I try to mark a trend line, okay, for example, if I mark a trend line, okay, that's an horizontal ray, which is a crime. There is a, yeah, ray. If I mark a trend line like this, I should technically mark like this. Why? Because as per the rule of forming trend lines, you should technically never draw a trend line which passes through a candle. So since this trend line was broken by this zone was actually important. Okay, but that zone is destroyed. Okay, that zone is destroyed by this zone, the zone at 30,000 levels, which means it is a good zone. Though it is tested right now, we'll have to see how price reacts from this point. So until the price breaks 29,100 levels, there is no way price will go below. By any chance price breaks 28,900 levels, there is every chance for the price to drop to 24,000. There could be an easy 5,000 point fall from there. Okay, now let me see where is the profile level here. Where is the profile? Okay, so I'm on a monthly chart. Let me kick it off. I can come back to it at a later point of time because there's not much of data for a monthly level analysis. Let me go to weekly. Okay, any confusion so far? I just marked two zones, nothing more. Okay, now let's try to understand what price is doing now. Friends, do you guys understand what this fall means? It is basically called as compression. When we call it as compression, whenever you see multiple zones getting formed which have no clarity. This is a zone, this is a zone, and can you see all zones are kissing each other? All zones are kissing each other, which is technically not a good way of price movement. It is not, we call it as a non-confident move. So which means this fall is fake fall. This fall is not a confident fall. Okay, by all standards, if you look at the price movement, this is a classic departure, and this is a compressed arrival. So this is a good zone. Why? Because this candle is like India, okay, and this fall is like maybe Kenya. So the fight is between buyers and sellers here. Buyers are India and sellers are Kenya. So India versus Kenya, probability of India winning is very high. Why this fake fall? Good question from Naranjan. You have to go and read or watch a video by name Compression in my YouTube channel. If you do that, you will understand better. All right, you will understand better. Now, friends, let me show you something interesting. You guys, all of you remember I had marked this zone on a monthly chart. Now, can you look at it? If I look at it carefully, if I mark the different zones here, can you see this? This is one zone on a weekly chart. Okay, I need to change the color, brightly make it lightly greenish. So many times people say, sir, I marked zones, it fell down. Okay, it went below the zone. These are the typical reasons. This is one interesting reason where on a monthly chart it looks okay, but when you go on a weekly chart your level is much lower. So this compared to this level, this below level, this is more stronger. All right, so let me proceed further. This is an interesting SR line. Price broke up, came down and broke this high level also. Okay, there are two levels of resistances that has broken. So I can officially call this zone, I would like to draw considering everything, this zone as a typical FTR zone, which is a weekly zone. Okay, why it is so? It is because there is a resistance called R1, it was broken, and there's another resistance called R2 that was also broken. So before it break, it formed a zone and then price moved up. And not just that, that zone had a level below it, so we took the whole level as a power pattern. We call this power pattern. Okay, if you want to understand what it means, go and watch my YouTube channel again. Okay, if you are watching for the first time, probably you might not understand the concept, but definitely if you go and watch the conceptual videos, I'm damn sure you will get a hang of it. Okay, that is the next component on the weekly basis. All right, is that a resistance line? Yes, yes, yes. Any observation thereafter? No. Okay, now if I look at the top, okay, this is one level which we call as a supply level, but it is not a strong supply level. Okay, it is not a strong supply level. Now the price can play around between 30,000 levels to 37,000 levels until this green zone that I have marked at the 30,000 level is broken. Okay, the worst stop loss here at the weekly level is this 28,475. 28,475. If it is not broken, the price will go up. By any chance it is broken, the next expected level is 24,000 levels alone. Okay, so any questions so far? And there's one more interesting stuff. I'm able to draw a very mechanical trend line here. How I drew this trend line? Simple. According to the rule book of trend lines, generally for a trend line to happen, you need two valleys, valley 1 valley 2, where there are three rules. I don't know if you have seen the video. Rule number 1, there has to be two valleys. Rule number 2, the second high should be greater than the first high of the first valley, and then the low of the second valley L2 should be greater than the low of the first valley. So which officially means this is the low one, this is the low 2, this is the H1, and this is the H2. So theoretically, my trend line is valid because all the three rules have been successfully passed. Okay, with that description, okay, I will declare that the trend was up. Now what has happened? This trend line has been broken. Okay, since this trend line has been broken, the opposite supply is generally stronger. However, there is a negation. Though the trend line is broken, but the sole level of price movement is weak, and hence we do not call that as a strong seller domination. All right, any questions so far? If it is Greek and Latin for you, the reason is that you have not seen the fundamental videos. All right, if you have not understood, don't worry, always go back to the learning videos, watch it and come back. I'm sure you'll understand everything. Any questions so far? I can take up few questions before I move on. I'll wait for a minute before I proceed further. No questions? Can you all give me a check and say yes for me to proceed? Okay. How many of you are sleeping, or how many of you are bored? How many of you think this is Greek and Latin? If you think so, I have already explained what you need to do. So do not worry. All right. Now let me go to a daily candle to analyze what price is doing. Okay, this is interesting. If I look at a daily candle, what I can see is, by a common observation, the price, when it's moving up, it made a high, low, higher low, higher high, lower low. Generally, whenever price makes a higher high, okay, higher low, because see, it keeps going like this, high, low, higher high. Whenever it makes a lower low, when it made this low is taken out, so this makes a lower low. It is always a prospective downtrend. What we typically say is, whenever price makes a lower low after a series of high, low, higher low, higher high. Okay, this is a very small thing. We should take it as higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. Okay, now once it happens, okay, it is a prospective downtrend. That is the key point. Now if I look at this particular level properly, if I look at it properly, what has happened? The price has come down, and again, this is a very weak fall. Why do I call this a weak fall? It is because of this reason. Let me try to mark some zones here. Okay, look at this, friends. I'll just take a different color to make sure that they don't contradict, or yeah, I'll take blue. Is that a fresh zone? Okay, first of all, you'll be wondering why the hell it's a zone. It is because this is a rally momentum where buyers took control. Then there is a doji candle where there was an equal tug of war between the two. Okay, and then there is a drop candle, rally, base, and drop. So it is a zone. Now is that a fresh zone? No. Why? After the zone is formed, the price went inside the zone and came. Once a zone is formed, and if at all price travels to the same place again, then we call it as a tested zone. Then we call it as a tested zone. Okay, so that is a tested zone. Superb. Now let me move further and try to analyze what is there in the plate. Here is one interesting